Hello, what's up everybody? This is your boy Food Junkie just coming at you on my way to work, and you know how we do it on my way to work. We love to call anybody and everybody, anything and everything. Y'all keep me company, and hopefully I keep you guys slightly entertained. You saw the, what's up baby, how you doing? Allegedly. Yeah. No, Princess A, sorry, Princess A, how you doing, baby? What's up with you, baby? How you doing, baby Pam? You saw the title, COPPA and Selective Outrage. This may be if you're easily triggered, if you're easily upset, if you're easily bothered, if you easily whatever. This may not be the conversation for you to have with me or sit in on. If you have other thoughts and ideas and you want to scream and yell and fuss and cuss, this is definitely not the conversation for you to sit in on. But we need to talk about this right quick, because what was it, about a year ago, when this whole COPPA conversation in this sector was something big, where we all had to make sure that our videos was age restricted, or they would do it for us, or we'll lose whatever the whole rules were, whatever the case may be. But it seems like people have lost track of COPPA, the Children Online Privacy Protection Act of 1998. So it's been over 20 years since that act has been on the books for online situations. But with that, what happened to it? Because as you guys noticed, in the past several weeks, months, you know what I'm saying, more children have been exposed, more children have been unprotected, and all this selective outrage on whose child is worthy of protection and privacy, opposed to someone else's child being worthy of that. Hey, what's up, Jada? How you doing, baby? Everyone else in the chat, you guys like the video, please. Red Afro, what's up, baby? It comes to a point to where every day someone is exposing someone's child. Someone is exposing their own child to predatory actions and acts, and or using their child to what's the word, to basically warrant all types of responses to outrage people. Speaking of outrage, Mimi had a good point yesterday when she said that rage is an emotion that you can control, and she was right about that. But the caveat to the whole selective outrage, as I use it, as I introduce it to the sector, is we need to start looking at these false senses of rage. And I am appalled by this because you did it, opposed to I'm appalled by the actions itself. The actions of harming children or saying something about children, someone who can protect themselves, who can speak for themselves, who don't supposed to be on here, who don't have a voice in being exposed or not. If you think that it's okay for one person to do it because you don't like the individual parent that was, I don't care what type of emotion it is, it's selective. Because if you're not outraged by all children being exposed, by all children being put in danger, by all children, regardless if you like a parent or not, being talked about and posted on here and doxxed, then you shouldn't be upset about any children doing that. Me personally, let me be clearly honest with you guys, this is a trigger warning. I don't care one way or the other. If a parent's not going to do what they need to do to protect their children and go by the law and do what they need to do to make sure that the person who offended them isn't going to do anything about it, why should I care? Just like if a parent chooses to expose their child on here and someone used that image, you didn't take the steps you need to take to protect your child, so why should I care? What's up, babies? How y'all doing? Y'all like the video, please? It just is what it is for me. My outrage is not selective because I'm not outraged at all by any of it. I think it's all bullshit and stupid, childish, immature, crazy as hell. But I'm not gonna fight a battle that you're not trying to fight yourself. And fight it fairly, I should say. I'm not going to do things, say things to try to protect something that you're not willing to protect yourself. That's like me walking around your house with my gun to protect your home when you choose to leave your doors unlocked. It doesn't make sense to me. It's not something that makes sense to me. But what happened to COPPA, once again? Once again, this morning, late last night, another child was exposed. And opposed to people talking about how wrong it is to expose another child, regardless whose child it is, we're trying to, I'll put myself in that, because although I didn't do it, I'll still put myself in the situation. We're trying to talk about who did it. We're totally missing the conversation that needs to be had. We're totally missing the fact that, once again, another black child has been exposed to the harms of the world, of YouTube. That's the conversation. The conversation isn't who did it. The conversation isn't why it was done. The conversation is why it's keep being done. And why we keep missing the mark. Why we keep missing the real conversation. Why we keep talking about the non-essentials of the situation opposed to the situation itself. Why are we distracting and deflecting on what's really happening? Exactly. What's up, Fed? Trying to speak it away, trying to disguise it away, trying to, oh, well, she did it. They said that she did it. The street says she did it. Who cares what the fuck the street says? If it's wrong to post one child, it's wrong to post all children. Why hasn't that been a conversation? But once again, the selective outrage, the selective conversations that y'all choose to have to deflect and to distract from the real situation at hand. It's not about who did it. It's about, I'm saying, why does it keep being done? See, that's not the point right there, who it was. Like, I don't care who did it. See, I don't care who did it. I don't care who did it. Once again, if it's wrong for one child to get posted, it's wrong for all children to get posted, regardless who does it and who did it. What's up, Bryce? How you doing, Miss Queenie? Sorry, awesome. What's that? Gifted. Hands, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? What's up, y'all? That's what I'm saying. The deflections that we choose to keep on doing, the selective outrage because we want to protect one person and not someone else. I don't care one way or the other. I really, truly don't care. I'm unbothered at everything, but I'm pissed off about the conversations that's being had. That's not the proper conversations. People think that, if I throw this name out here or whatnot, it's going to move the conversation to that person right there. No, not over here, it's not. I'm going to stick to what I'm saying. I'm going to stick to what I believe in. I'm going to stick to what my truth is. And it's selective outrage. It's selective deflection. We're trying to deflect and distract because we don't like a certain individual, or we want a certain individual and another individual to start fighting and going back and forth with each other. That's what I mean when I say selective. That's what I mean when I say selective outrage. That's what I mean when I say the hypocrisy of it all. You want one person to be protected, but yet everyone else can be attacked. Or you want everyone else to attack this one individual in hopes that this person goes away. What's the end game? Once this individual go away, who's the next target? What do you personally get out of someone leaving YouTube? What do you personally get out of you thinking that you ran someone away on a social media platform, a free social media platform? What do you get from that? How do you get it from that? What about truly trying to protect the children? If that's what your main goal is, what about truly doing what you need to do to make sure that all children are protected, all children are cared for, all children privacy is protected? That's the patient now. Chantal, how you doing, baby? That's what my question is. Why is it that everyone chooses to have the wrong conversations, choose to ask the wrong questions, choose to have this selective outrage or this selective guardianship was not? if the conversation needs to be to protect the children, everyone on here is guilty of it. Guilty of watching it, guilty of speaking about it, guilty of doing it. We're all guilty of it. Let's keep it real. And I say we all, I'm including myself in this. Because I know I've talked about situations that involve children also. Can I say I've ever drugged a children? A child, a children. Can I say I've ever drugged a child? No. But I have talked about bad parenting skills. I have talked about, you know what I'm saying, people leaving their children in dirty car seats on floors. I've done that before because it happened. We need to definitely, right. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you're going to be an advocate for a child, or if you're going to be an advocate for a certain individual, or if you're going to be an advocate for the elderly, and not picking on people who are older than you and respecting people who are older than you, you must first lead by example and not do it. It's hypocritical and it's selective outrage when you say, oh, leave my old people alone. But yeah, I'm going to sit here and drag and talk about this other old person over there or elderly person over there. That's selective to me. You can't do that to me. You can't have a conversation with me about that and make me take you seriously when I know that you are guilty of the same things you're trying to advocate for. And you don't want people to remember or believe that you've done that. When we all seen it, when we all heard it, when we all witnessed you do it. If the conversation should be, no one should be posted on YouTube who didn't put themselves on YouTube, why is it okay for people to call people's parents and cuss the parents out? Keep things on YouTube, right? Keep things within the confines of YouTube. But yet, it's okay for people to call other people's schools, people's jobs, people's living situations. But that's okay, right? We can't be selective on our outrage. Granted, we can have more feelings towards it because it may affect us or affect someone that we like. But if we're going to sit here and try to be an advocate, talk about it as if, you know what I'm saying, we are above it, or we don't do it, or we don't appreciate it, or we don't support it, you can't be believed, you can't be taken seriously if you don't do it across the board to everyone. The people you like and people that you don't like. It is what it is. Because I don't take you seriously when I know that you are responsible for doing the very same things that you are advocating for. That you are doing the very same things that you are saying is wrong that someone else did, or something that it happened to you. I don't like doxing. I don't care who does it. Yes, people that I like have doxed before, yes. Do I like it? Do I support that aspect of what they did? No. But I'm not going to throw out the baby with the bathwater either. I'm not going to throw out the baby with the bathwater. I'm not going to discard an individual because they've done things that I don't agree with. But it's also not my place to tell them what they should or shouldn't do. I know what I'm not going to do. I know what I'm not going to support. I know what I'm not going to be in a space where it's happening. That's all I can say. But people keep having the wrong conversations. Oh, well, so the street said this and that, and how the baby got exposed. And, oh, but it wasn't her baby. But they said it was this person right there, but it wasn't that person right there. Why are we giving the individual who actually did it the pass? Why are we giving the channel the click and the view to see it? Why are we supporting and talking about the channel that did it? That's my conversation. That's my point I'm getting at. Why are we acting as if it's something so important that it must be a conversation throughout the night and throughout the day? If it's wrong regardless of who it happened to and who did it. It's wrong. We should be advocating. Why are we supporting the channel? Why are we going to the channel? Why are we giving the channel the click and the view just to see it? Sensationalism at its finest. Selective outrage at its finest. Hypocrisy at its finest. But yet we want people to feel sad and sorry for us when it happens to us. No, we can't do that. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how people think that, you know what I'm saying, they're more important, they're more significant than someone else. I tell you all the time, I'm not important to anyone on here. I'm important to myself. You know what I'm saying? That's how I live my life. That's how I gauge my behavior and what I do on here and in real life. If I can live with it, I do it. If I can't, I don't. If I can live to my death and be okay with what I said to someone about someone, I'm going to say it. If I have to apologize for it, or if I feel that I may have to apologize for it later on, I don't say it. That's what adults do. Adults don't step out on some bullshit and say some bullshit and then have to apologize for it later and then be commended for apology. No. How about being commended for keeping your damn mouth closed to begin with? How about being commended for not speaking out of turns to begin with? Oh, I'm sorry, that makes you boring. That makes you boring when you don't be sensational, when you don't appease the masses. It makes you boring. When you actually practice the art of being and not practice the art of apologies. Oh, I'm sorry I said this about so-and-so, so-and-so. Oh, I'm sorry I said this about da-da-da. Oh, you're commended. For real? Okay. How about being commended by being able to be an adult enough to hold your tongue and not say everything and let your emotions get the best of you? That's just in general about everything, everyone. From a child to an elderly person or to whomever. There were several videos made about me yesterday, and there were several videos with my name in it yesterday. Not the title, but throughout the whole commentary. Please don't give a fuck about those people. I will address you when I want to address you. It is what it is. I will address you when I want to address you, how I want to address you. If you get addressed at all. That's what adults do. Because I know that no will ever have the same energy for me in life as they have on here. That I do know. Because quiet. But yeah. See, adulting. Not saying too much. Because knowing that what I may say may hit people that I don't want to hit. So I don't have to apologize to anybody. Adulting, like I said. Having the wherewithal, having the common sense, not to do and say everything that you may want to. Because the arrows may hit and be flung at someone that you don't want it to be flung to. In essence, generating an apology. I'm just saying. But yeah, what happened to COPPA? What happened to the Children Online Privacy Protection Act? What happened to protecting the children? What happened to people being so afraid that their channels will get snatched that they don't mention children, or they say don't mention children? But yet, mention a child over there because I don't like the parent. But don't mention this child here because at this moment in time, I'm supporting the parent. But let's not forget, there was whole skits done, there was whole accusations, there was a whole merchandise surrounded around dragging not only the child, but the parent as well. Now all of a sudden, we're on the same team, we have the same enemy. We're in cahoots with each other now, we're in bed with each other now. Oh, I'm just saying, y'all, make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. The whole selective outrage thing. I'm choosing to be upset and be mad and be outraged about this one child over here because it was said by somebody I don't like. I don't know, y'all. Make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. It's not logical. It's not part of critically thinking, critically understanding, critically speaking. I'm confused. I'm completely confused. Because one person can get away with the bullshit, but this person can't because I don't like them at this moment. But when they was doing the same thing prior to this moment, I was in full support. Or I wasn't outraged enough to say anything about it. But now that we've fallen out, how dare they say this? It's so wrong. Get the fuck out of here. Keep that selective shit to someone, to yourself or for someone else. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Don't like this video, please. I definitely would appreciate it. Like this video, please. I definitely would appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? On my way to work, just chilling, having a simple conversation with you guys. Can't even like the video? Like this video, please. I definitely would appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to me. It's not something that's logical. I can't be mad at person A for doing this to person B when on person B had done this to person C, D, E, and F. You know what I'm saying? If it's wrong for one to do it, it's wrong for all to do it. If it's wrong to drag one child, it's wrong to drag all children. It is what it is. And you can't say anything to make me think or feel any differently, or feel anything at all that I don't want to feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, a lot of people on here seems not to be able to control their emotions. But I'm one who can control my emotions. I'm one who can control what comes out of my mouth. I am truly an adult. I truly practice the art of adulting. The act of being an adult. The act of making sure that I know that there's consequences to my actions. So I know that if I say something that is flippant, there's a response to that, one way or the other. Am I adult enough to deal with that response? And still stand in my shit. Still stand in what I believe in. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Armside, baby. How you doing, baby? I didn't see you come in, sweetheart. Well, yeah, everyone who came in, all my mods who came in, you guys, thank you for coming in. Everybody who's coming in, you guys, I definitely appreciate y'all being here. But yeah, let's, you know what I'm saying, get back to not the road, because the whole roast and gang thing to me is stupid as well. Like, what are we? In high school? Grow the fuck up. That you're this grown person who can do this and another. No matter how old you are, what your age may be, if you can't find a different way to express yourself or communicate with other people, whatever, without trying to roast and gag or drag children or post people's personal information out there, well, it's not. You're not an adult. You're not practicing the art of adulting. It makes no sense. But anyway, you guys, it's your boy Food Junkie. On my way to work, almost there. I appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate y'all being respectful in the comment section, in the chat. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we need to start practicing what we preach. We need to start, you know what I'm saying, being honest with ourselves so we can be honest with people. But as always, you guys, what is honest and true, that I love you guys. I thank you guys for being here. And as always, love yourself, love someone else, respect yourself, and definitely respect someone else. If you haven't liked already, please like on your way out. I definitely would appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, also please subscribe on the way out. If someone was triggered by what I'm saying, it is what it is. Y'all have a great day. Until next time, bye-bye. Bye, Miss Queenie. Have a good day, baby. Peace.